I married young, in my early 20s. Sarah and I had the kind of love that looked picture perfect on the outside, the kind people envied, or so I thought. We built a modest but comfortable life together. Two beautiful kids, Emma and Liam. A home filled with laughter, homework on the kitchen table, bedtime stories, and quiet late-night talks. I worked long hours as a contractor, busting my back, so they'd never go without. Sarah stayed home, took care of the house, raised the kids. That was the rhythm of our life. But slowly, something shifted. I didn't notice it at first. It was little things, Sarah dressing up more, saying she was going out with friends more often, coming home late. Her phone became an extension of her hand, always guarded, always silenced. I convinced myself I was imagining things. I didn't want to believe it. Not her, not us. Then I found the messages. No way to misunderstand them. Explicit, intimate, dripping with betrayal. The kind of words a wife never writes to anyone but her husband. Only they weren't written to me. When I confronted her, she didn't cry or apologize. She didn't even deny it. She just stared at me like I was a stranger. "You're never here," she said flatly. "You're always working." And with that, the blame landed squarely on my shoulders. A week later, she filed for divorce. The courts didn't hesitate. She got the house, primary custody of Emma and Liam, and a mountain of alimony that left me scraping by. I was shoved into a one-bedroom apartment and given visitation every other weekend. If I was lucky. But the worst part, she poisoned our kids against me. By the time the ink dried, I wasn't just divorced. I was the villain. Still, I tried. I showed up for visitations, never missed a weekend, sent birthday gifts, and never once spoke ill of their mother. But their words cut deeper than any lawyer ever could. They repeated Sarah's poison like a script. "Why didn't you try harder to keep us together? Mom says you only care about yourself. You don't really love us." Imagine hearing your children, the ones you do anything for, say they hate you, that you're a monster. Eventually, I stopped trying. Maybe that makes me weak. Maybe I gave up too soon. But there's only so much rejection a man can take before it breaks him. Meanwhile, Sarah's life looked like a fairy tale. She flaunted her new boyfriend, Mark, all over social media. The same man she cheated on me with. Photos of exotic vacations, a new luxury car, wine glasses raised in a house I worked my fingers to the bone to provide. It was like watching someone else live the life I built, and I couldn't do a damn thing about it. But karma has perfect aim. 2 years passed, and whispers started floating around. Turns out, Mark wasn't the rich, successful entrepreneur he pretended to be. He had a trail of debt, scams, and lawsuits behind him. That shiny lifestyle? All smoke and mirrors. When it crumbled fast. He bled Sarah dry, emptied her savings, maxed out credit cards in her name, and vanished. She lost everything. The house, the car, the illusion. That's when the phone rang. "Hi, it's me." Her voice was small, fragile, like she hadn't used it in months. "I know I'm the last person you want to hear from, but I need your help." I should have laughed. After all the hell she put me through, now she wanted my help. She cried. She begged. "I was stupid and selfish," she said. "I see that now. You were a good husband, and I threw it all away." And then she dropped the bomb. "Emma and Liam, they want to see you. They miss you. They know now that I was wrong to turn them against you. But here's the thing. I'm not the same man I was back then. I spent years picking up the pieces of the life she shattered. Years learning how to breathe again without the weight of her betrayal pressing on my chest. I rebuilt from nothing. I found peace. Something I never knew while loving a woman who never truly loved me back. So I told her the truth. "I'm glad you've had your awakening, Sarah. But it doesn't change what you did. You made your choices. I made mine. And I'm not going back." She started crying harder, desperate now. "You don't mean that. They're your kids." And maybe I sounded heartless when I said it, but I stood firm. I'll always love them. But I won't reopen that door. They're grown now. Let them live their lives. And you should do the same. Then I hung up, and God, It was the most satisfying sound I've ever heard, that soft click of the past finally going silent. Sometimes, late at night, I wonder if I was too cruel, if I should have opened my arms instead of building a wall. But then I remember the nights I cried alone, the birthdays I missed, the way my daughter looked at me like I was a stranger, the way my son flinched when I reached for a hug. No, I wasn't cruel. I was finally kind to myself. If there's one truth life has carved deep into me, it's this: never beg someone to stay who is willing to throw you away, and never return to a fire that already burned you down once. Some things, no matter how deeply they were loved, are better left behind.